First, I'd like to acknowledge the land that I stand on belongs to the Wodjak people. My name is Mervyn Eades, for those who don't know me. I'm a Menang Willaman, Noongar from the southwest, little town called Crownlook. You blink and you miss it. That's where I come from. Yeah, it's a huge issue. You know, it's a big problem, and like Anna's tapped on, like Caroline, Uncle Ben, and everyone else has tapped on. It's a huge issue, incarceration and child removals and everything else. We're talking about something that needs to be talked about in a bigger way somehow. Bigger forums need to be spoken about on these very issues. Accountability, no one's been made accountable, right down to our own mobs, our own organisations. And you know, if you talk about, if you say it, then you're outcasted. I've been outcasted. It doesn't worry me. I will say what needs to be said, and I'll say it to them, to their faces, or whatever. Because you know what? I've lost a brother to the system. 18 years old. The system, departmental, institutionalised racism, right from the welfare system into the prison system, killed my little brother, 18 years old. He hung himself. He's seen hanging himself as his exit from this dirty world he was living in. He spent all his childhood life in the welfare system, moved into 15 homes, 15 carers throughout his life. Then he been in and out of juvenile. Then he goes to 8-year prison, hangs himself after 149 days. You know, and I had to go identify him. I've lived it. I've lived it, and I know exactly the pain in that. And Rexham, your son, is going through hell. He's going through hell today. I know. The police run over him, hit him with a police van in Albany, nearly killed him. You know what I mean? And today they've got him in there, and the system just hits him and hits him and hits him. We know they do.
Well, they've actually asked him if he's got a funeral plan in place.
Oh, would not surprise me, Uncle. Would not surprise me. That lady at Bandy up there the other day that had the baby in the cell. No one knew about it. Another girl told me. I got that to the Interview News. No one else. No one in ALS. No one knew. No one did. No one cared. Someone told me I cared, and I made sure it got onto the news. I started it from the social media. Then from social media, someone picked up on it and looked into it. And yes, it was true. You know what I mean?
Lost the key.
And as far as death in custody, I am the chair of Death in Custody WA. After I took a video of Clifton Penny in a wheelchair shaking for 9 days in custody, just continuously shaking, I've been not allowed to go into no prisons again, even through my Nulla Maya program. I do a prison to community reintegration program, creating employment for our brothers and sisters coming out of the prison system. And at the moment, I'm just about touching on a national record. I'm going to set a national record from prison to community to employment. And you know what? The bar was that low. That's all I got to say about it. You know, the bar was very low. No one, and when we talk about monies and that, millions and millions and millions of dollars have been poured into this system of rehabilitation. No, where's it all gone? Why is 60% of our women in jail today? At 60% the rate is for our women, 50% for our men, 80% for our children. In Western Australia, right here where we stand, our children in Banksy Hill at 84%. And do you know what? 72 or 73% are Noongar children. Our Kulingars from right here. The other percentage makes up the Kimberley, the Pilbara and the Goldfields. But the majority is Noongar kids in Banksy Hill. Our kids. We had a kid there recently, a young Noongar boy. He ended up going to an adult prison. He spent 250 days in isolation. 250 days this boy spent in there. Today there's still a Kiwi boy who went in with him, who's still in there. 300 and something days in isolation. This is what's going on in the prison system today. And not enough is being done. Not enough is being done at all.
What defines human rights violation then?
That is
who's holding them accountable?
And that should be going to the UN. And I've told
people that tell them that.
Where's Amnesty International?
Amnesty's involved. I don't know why it's not at the UN now.
Amnesty wouldn't touch them about them, my boy. We made a complaint to the Human Rights Commission in 2010 and 11. They threw it out, they laughed at us, and they said there's no human rights violation. I found out later that we don't come under the Constitution in any way, shape or form of this country. Actually declares us to be aliens in our own country.
And when we
I like to see people show me any different. Because everybody believes what the government's saying, that we're Australian citizens. Show me. Because all the information I've got says otherwise.
When we talk about medical in the prison system, healthcare, Medicare is left at the gate. How boys and girls going inside, Medicare stays at the gate. They become under the care, the medical becomes under the care of the service provider, maybe corrective services or Serco. Medicare stays at the gate, and Serco and corrective services, what are they doing? Cost saving. Yeah. They're cost savings, and our people are dying in the prison system. You know, we had, rest in peace, Ashley Riley, my brother, at Acacia Prison. He had abscess. It got that bad, it turned into septicemia. He was taken to hospital, in a coma and that, come out of that, and got released 3 weeks after he was dead. This is what's going on here now today. You know, it's mind-boggling, and I even ask myself sometimes, what am I doing? You know what I mean? What am I doing? You know, I feel like I'm failing my people, because I ring up the prison system, I get phone calls every day of our brothers and sisters being terrorised in the system. You know, badly hurt, some of our boys and girls. Albany Regional Prison said, who are you? I said, I'm Death in Custody Chairperson West Australia. I want to check on Kurt Blackwood. I know him, I grew up with him. And our security tells us you're not. Oh, well, okay. Then I had to send all these letters and everything else to prove it and that. But even when I proved it, then they didn't answer my phone calls no more. That's because I took that video of Clifton Penny in that staggering way. But when we talk about incarceration, we've got to have a look at departmental, institutionalised, generational racism. Yes. 80% of our children, 80% of our people in the prison system today, they come through the welfare system. They were taken from their families as kids, as babies. Then they was brought up into adults, then they didn't want them no more. This is what's really going on. They didn't want them no more, and where do they end up? They end up starting going into juvenile and that, on the drugs, on the streets, trying to find their family, trying to find their belonging, their connection to people, and where they're from and all that. And they're lost, and they're so traumatised, it's not funny. And they end up in the prison system. And, you know, unloved, uncared for, no belonging, no identity, nothing. This is where a lot of our people are going, and that vicious little cycle just smashing our mob in a big way.
Well, the justice system and the politicians are not doing nothing for our people. We've got no justice in this country. So we as the people got to look outside of this country, I think. And say, rather than talking treaty and all those kind of things. I know treaty is it's out there and it's been spoken about, but I don't trust the government. The government is not our friend.
Historically, we have.
The government is not our friend.
Never kept a single treaty ever.
And also, as Rex touched on, we're not part of the Constitution. So we're not part of their jurisdiction. Even though we own the land, all they own is the system and the infrastructure, the buildings. And the buildings are made out of our resources anyway.
And our birth certificates.
So you know, so at the end of the day, they're after our land, and that's the only thing that we can negotiate with the government. The government will not come to the table with us because we got nothing to offer them. So getting justice in this country, it won't happen. They'll just continue on taking the land and building concentration camps, putting our young people in the concentration camps. We need justice, and that's the only way we're going to get justice is go internationally.
Well, you're right, Naomi. Revolution. They took away, they've taken away the men from the beginning, tried to simulate our bloodlines, make our blood weak. They took the men away, raped and messed around the women and tortured and killed the kids as they pleased. This is the system we live in. So I don't think they're ever going to give us any sort of justice or anything here, because they want exactly what you said, my sister. They want our budget. They want control of our land. Once they got control of our land, they control the people on it. And that's what's really been going on. And,
yeah, in a very good position, a very strong position, to come to the table with the government right across this country to negotiate for all our social justice issues, all our issues. But, our people again, we're always behind the eight ball.
Always, sister.
Always.
Something that I did what I've been working on. I've been trying to set up a board here on Noongar country. Every Aboriginal organisation come and sit together, because it's all our issues. It's got to stop being all individuals doing things, you know. And we've all got to start coming together and start talking properly. And you know, as a group, as a united group, that's the only way we're going to get anywhere together. Stop the nepotism. So much nepotism and so much jealousy and all the rest of it. We've got to all come to the table. And you know what? Lay the cards on the table. Whoever doesn't like it, get up and give someone else your position. If you can't handle it and you can't handle the truth, go away. Because our people are dying. Lots of our brothers and sisters are dying in the prison system. And something Anna touched on I don't know what it was, Anna, but I just caught a bit of it. You said about the justice system allowing us to talk.
Allowing us to talk?
Allowing an Aboriginal person to come in and be a part of the representation for that person.
Oh yes, that's from the Law Reform Commission now, having a independent expert report or something.
You know where that came from? That came from after I spoke for a boy called Roland Riley.
Yeah.
They took the transcript. This is sort of stuff I do, but I don't put it out there or anything. Don't talk about it. I spoke for a boy called Roland Riley. They was going to give him the key. He had 180 something burglary charges, convictions through his life. This boy, his mother died at 7 years old. He was in care, and by people that didn't care after his mum died and all that there. And I talked for him. I asked, could I talk for him? I said, because he won't share it with the Wodgula lawyers and that. He won't open up. And this is what drive I also had for the Noongar courts. Well, anyways, they let me speak at the district court, and we got him 4 years with parole. He's full time, you know, and that was great compared to the key or 10 years, which I was looking at giving him. And I said, this boy's been traumatised all his life. What are you going to do? He's 43 years old and done 26 years jail. There's no rehabilitation in the system for him. And I told him like that, and I told him straight, you know what I mean? And because I had yarns with Roland, I know Roland personally. He's been out and about for a long, long time. Just before he got sentenced, we sent him away to the remote communities, to an housing project. It's the first time he ever had any pride in himself. Then they went and locked him up. And I brought all this out. And anyways, he got 4 years. He was happy about that. On the day he wasn't, of course, but he was happy because he doesn't get little sentences. But this is the sort of thing that needs to be talked about and done. And you know, we've got to do it as a collective. We have so much support from our non-Indigenous brothers and sisters and every other nationality, which is great. But have a look around here. Where's the support of our mob? These people in all these organisations. We're talking about death in custody here of our brothers and sisters. Not only our families, my family, every single one of them have families that are in the prison system. Where are these people, our so-called leaders and our CEOs, getting $150,000, $250,000 a year? Where are they? They're not in the room. Because you know why? They don't care. They should be caring. Because their kids and all their grandchildren are a part of that system. What, when one of them hang themselves, that's when they'll come here? Too late. Thank you.
Before you go,